Hello friends, we just left Hard Knot Fort, came down here for a quick rinse, heading to Hadrian's Wall today. The longest Roman wall, at least the best preserved one, still in existence. Extra shrinkage right now. Oh, woo. Oh, cuz. Ay. Crazy drive down. We went down it, different perspective than last video. So let me show you the drive down while I get dry. And then we're gonna make some coffee. Woo! These roads are crazy, lad. So narrow and so steep and terrible quality. But it's fun, I gotta say that. Oh, we've just left, obviously, Hard Knot Fort. I'm gonna have to go in first here, I reckon. Look at that! I don't know if the GoPro even shows it, but I lose traction here. It's that steep. Massive pothole there on the right. That's crazy, bro. If the tractor can make it up here, there's a big farming tractor that goes up here. If he can make it up, we can make it up, no worries. He has a trailer as well on the tractor. It's that steep, you can't see over your bonnet when you come down. We can just use the engine braking, first gear. What a road, man. What a road. Time to make a coffee after those crazy roads and cold swim. Look, some people are fussy about coffee. I get it.
He doesn't get it.
Coffee snobs. I'm a man who wants coffee, and when I want coffee, I want it now. Instant coffee. I agree, it doesn't taste as nice, but it still tastes like coffee. People say, it doesn't even taste like coffee. Well, it does. It doesn't taste like orange juice. Does it? Bit of instant coffee. There's definitely ones that taste better than that. But you can have coffee instantly. I love that. Some bikes. Turn the camera around.
Tracer, GS 1250.
Oh, I can't turn it.
Cross Racer.
Motos.
GS 1200.
Boiling water. A few things in this water.
There's more flavour, it's good.
Probably from my steak last night. In the last video.
Protein coffee.
Bit of steak and coffee. Can't go wrong with that. And that's it. I usually do like to do some cold milk. I like to top it up with milk. And that's me done. Instant coffee in less than 8 seconds. Legendary, huh? I must admit, without milk, it is horrible. It's the first time I've ever had instant coffee without milk. Tastes like crap. Alright? Sam was right.
Well,
with milk, it's fine.
But I will also concede that the AeroPress is a ball ache.
Yeah, Sam has an AeroPress.
And you also need to carry coffee grounds with you.
You got to carry a big bag.
It doesn't last as long.
Yeah.
Ideally, because I am a coffee snob, I like the grinder and fresh beans too. But
hello. Hi. How are you?
Good. Nice car.
Thank you.
Nice jacket. Very good. Good taste.
Ride safe. People out riding.
For Just Eat as well.
They were a group of Americans infiltrated the UK.
An e-bike is quite a good idea for exploring somewhere.
Nah,
especially if you don't have a license to ride a motorbike.
Without milk, no good. I take back what I said.
Do you want me to make you one?
The rain's here. Still trying to cook. the hardest bread to put stuff in the world. It's gonna be a messy one. It literally took like an hour to cook that little crappy thing. Took more energy cooking it than it did give me energy. Anyway, let's jump on the road, head to Hadrian's Wall. There's a famous town that supposedly makes the best gingerbread, some of the best gingerbread in the world, so maybe we'll go past there. Let's go! Well, we made it down through all those crazy roads and hard knot pass. Genuinely, some of the funnest driving was very technical. You gotta like really get to know the width of your car, the clutch bite point if you have to reverse up hills and stuff like that. That was good fun. And we just come down all the way through, just stopped here quickly just to use the restroom at the pub. This is Lake Windermere, the largest natural lake in England. It's massive and it's very beautiful. Took the roof off quickly because we got some sun. Got the sneaky roof off. Woo! A little bit of sun's come out. There is just patches of rain today. But we did well for the wettest place in England. The weather's actually alright.
Okay, left on this.
Woo! Sam's very excited for this. We're going to a gingerbread shop. How excited are you for this gingerbread shop out of 10?
You want me to review it?
Yeah.
This gingerbread shop has had a lifelong impact on me. I went to it once when I was probably like 12, and I've never stopped thinking about it since then. I've always wanted to go back, but it's ages away from where I actually live. So this is quite a pivotal moment in my life.
A very pivotal moment in Sam's life, ladies and gentlemen. We get to be there with him for it. What an honor.
I'm going to be pissed off if it's not as good as I remember it.
Beautiful roads at least. Very nice roads. Here we go.
Gingerbread.
Grasmere gingerbread. Sam's hyped me up for it, so I got high expectations. There is a line It's only a Friday for your...
It's very expensive, probably.
Ooh, there is a line. It's a Friday. So that for your reference. No way, bro. First time I've ever lined up for anything in my life. But I'm gonna do it. Because we came all the way here. Look how excited he is. I can smell butter as well.
So excited.
Here we go.
I'm frothing.
I'm not gonna read all this to you, but the gentleman behind us said that she's the original lady, Sarah Nelson.
I might have to buy 4 blocks.
What does it come in? It comes in block. It doesn't come in like little men. Like that.
I think it's
Like squares like that. Okay. It smells crazy in here.
Yeah, I've still got one of them tins on my windowsill.
Yeah.
Must be like, yeah, they're at least 10 years old.
Yeah, all right. Here we go, guys. Everyone was talking it up, man. The guy behind us was a local in this town, coming to buy some for his dog. Here we go. It was like a mythical character that pops up behind you. He was like, once you've had this gingerbread, you'll never be able to eat gingerbread anywhere else in the world. A lot of people hyping it up to me. Sam's dribbling. He's already passed out. He had one bite and he fainted. Look how it comes. It comes wrapped up in this block. I've never cared much for gingerbread, so let's see. Look at the slices it comes in. This was 9.5 pounds for 6 pieces. Hectic. We need a coffee. This and a coffee would be fantastic. I don't know what to tell you. It is very nice, but I don't know. It's alright.
It's not as soft as I remember it.
It'd be great with a coffee. It would be fantastic with a coffee, mate.
Oh, it'll be so good with it.
It'll be so good with a coffee. Yeah. I think it needs a coffee, to be honest. It's very hard. It's not crazy
It's not
sweet.
I think it's not very hard, but it's got like chunks in it. I think it's got chunks of crystallized ginger in it.
I've never had anything like it. New flavors for me. It's very crummy. There's a lot of like crumbs. But then as it sort of melts down, it's very buttery, and obviously ginger. Ginger sometimes can be really strong. It's not overpowering strong. I think this would be goated with coffee. This would be the best thing with coffee. Dip it in a little bit, make it a little bit softer. I'm very hard, but I'm gonna save that for coffee. I am definitely the wrong man to ask for reviews of this kind of stuff, because I wouldn't even drive 10 minutes for a meal, you know? I like food, I like consistent food, but I'm happy eating the same thing every day. So, yeah, I'm not the person to give you reviews on this kind of stuff. I wouldn't even bother driving 10 minutes for this, you know? But we got it now, and it will be good with coffee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fast forward about an hour-and-a-half drive, and we have made it to Hadrian's Wall, the largest Roman artifact, the longest in the world. I didn't realize how much of a ridgeline it followed Wait until you see over this ridge. It's probably going to be very windy for you, but you'll get the memo. It is absolutely huge, this wall. 117 kilometers of Roman wall from the east coast to the west coast, stretching across the entire length of England. This would have been like a watchtower. Not only did they have the wall, they also had some 15 or 16 forts, similar size to that of Hardknott Fort in the last video. And then I believe every mile there's 2 watchtowers. Like this, I can barely even grasp the size of this thing. It is absolutely monstrous. Very windy. Not only did they have the wall, which is also built on a cliff, as you can see from the drone shots, they also did huge earthworks here. They digged an embankment basically running parallel with the wall the whole way. Like, how was anyone ever going to get through this? Have a look at this. That is crazy, lad. It is absolutely massive, man. You wouldn't think, if I told you where's the largest Roman artifact or where's the longest Roman artifact, you wouldn't pick the UK. I know I wouldn't have anyway. I don't really know where to go because this is so long. I mean, you can hike along it for like 5 days. About a week you can spend hiking this wall. Let's go in here because it's a little bit wind protected. So if you've watched the last video, Hardknott Fort, you know that the Roman Empire under Hadrian, which is why this is called Hadrian's Wall, they pulled back from Scotland. There was an emperor before Hadrian. I always forget his name. He was the one that was wanting to just continuously push and expand. And it was during his reign, the emperor before Hadrian, that by the time that he'd passed away, Rome had almost one fourth of the entire world's population under its control, which is insane. But then when Emperor Hadrian came in, he wanted to try and maintain it. So you get the starting of this wall and Hardknott Fort around 120, 122 AD. Long time ago. And when Emperor Hadrian, when his time passed and Antonine came into power, and which is around the 140s, 140 AD, they pushed again up into North Scotland. And Antonine built a wall called, you guessed it, the Antonine Wall. And they were only up there for a short time, and then they realized that the Caledonians, the Scottish, were pretty crazy, and also they didn't have enough manpower, or couldn't be bothered, you know, expending and spending the money to fight them. So they came back down here, I believe around 160-ish AD, and then they actually built Hadrian's Wall up even more. But crazy that you saw the size of Hardknott Fort, right? There's 13 or 16 between that number of those forts all the way along this wall. And then the watchtowers, they used to call them turret, I believe. Two of these every mile, which is mad. The amount of effort that went into this wall. Over only like 6 years or something it took them to build. But man, absolutely humongous. A lot of the drawings and re-illustrations of what this would have looked like really puts into perspective how ridiculous this would have looked like. If you were trying to come through this wall, I don't even know how you could think that it's possible. Just the size of it, how long it goes for, and the fact that it's already on a bit of a natural ridge line Just madness, man. This is where a lot of people debate whether they built this purely to keep the Caledonians, the Scottish, out, or if they just kind of set this up as a bit of a, you know, imposing power way, because it looks very threatening. And they did do that quite often. They like to just build big forts to kind of say, we're here, we're the boss. And all of these checkpoints, all of the forts and the gates, you know, they would have been able to maintain and monitor immigration. UK should take some advice from the old Romans. And also tax. They could have taxed people as they were coming through the wall bringing goods. But bro, as you travel up the UK, as you get closer and closer to the Scottish border, which we're very close to, the mountains and the landscape just gets crazier and crazier. It's like a beautiful progression to what feels like into the mountains. Dude, not sure if you can see that text from Sam. He said, unreal news. Just spoke to a couple of farmers who own a section of land, because this is obviously farmland. They said we can camp on their land right up to the wall. Woo! That's epic. Let's head down and meet Sam somewhere. Bro, I don't know if you guys can even grasp the size of this. That is like a 30-story high drop. Like you could fit a 30-story building there. There are fence posts down there. That stone that you can see is huge. I could lie over that stone down there. That's how big this natural ridgeline is. Just wild, right? So wild that their largest wall and longest wall, it's not even built to guard a major city, you know? It's just what I can understand of it and what I can make of it. It's just like the Roman Empire has gotten all the way to this north point. This is the northernmost outreaches. Boom, huge wall. It's going to be there forever. Everyone's going to remember it. Pretty impressive, bro. This is it. This is the wall. Alright, well, let's go find Sam. He's literally 4 minutes away, just down the road more, at one of these farmers' properties. Alright, well, definitely farmer's property. We haven't been shot yet, so that's a win. We're gonna keep an eye out for Sam's blue car. What a spot for a farm. There's Sammy. And there's a big bull, brother. How are you, sweetheart? You alright? That is a bull. How are you, mate? Goodbye, cars. Let's start the trek in. Got the food. Got the backpack on with the camping gear in it today.
Much less intimidating when he's lying down.
Mr. Bully's just lying down, chilling, sunbaking. We got a little dog following us. Abandoned barn. Whew. Here we go.
Take a pick.
I'll claim the inner.
I was going to do
that. We can both fit here easy, bro.
Yeah.
Easily.
It may also be flatter down here.
Wow.
This is also pretty flat.
Where you going, boy? Where you going? He can smell our food in our food bags, and he's followed us the whole way up. This is where we're camping. I'm camping up in this bloke's house. So I said to you guys earlier, every mile there's like 2 kind of turrets, watchtowers. Well, supposedly every mile as well, 1.48 kilometers, they had things like these, a small sort of castle basically. So people call them different things, turrets, castles, watchtower. It has the same purpose. All of these lookout points, that's what they are. To house men and keep a lookout. That's unreal, bro. So like, they would have been there. That's probably the gates.
Yeah, for sure.
And then right where I'm standing is probably the base of the tower. And then we're up in the house, bro. We are in an old Roman house.
Yeah. Like see if I can angle it a bit more.
He's just watching us, that dog still.
He's wondering what these people are doing.
I'll do it. Dog's still up there. All right, pretty set up. I've actually used the little gyros, the extra ones tonight. Clip it on here to stop this flapping on the inner tent. Now, I'm not a tent camping knowledgeable man. I just bought this stuff because it was relatively affordable and looked good and good reviews. That's all I really care about. This, someone commented on this in one of the last videos. I had never seen a pump sack either. With the wind coming this way, it works so good because you just open it like that, basically fills up with wind. It's a bit harder with one hand, of course. You scrunch it up, and then with that little valve clip in, it helps inflate your sleeping pad. So good. Never seen one of these in my life until I started looking at camping gear for this trip. Here's my pillow. Comes out of this tiny little bag, whatever that's called. Couldn't tell you. Actually, I can tell you because I can read, can't I? C2 Summit. Unlike Sam, he can't read. That was a good correction, eh?
That was funny.
Very, very soft. Couldn't tell you what the material is. Something from China. Very, very nice. And then you just wrap your lips around that and you pump it up. And then whatever sleeping bag that is, Nature Hike, the same brand as this tent. I believe from China. Very, very thin. Just a very cheap one. I'll drop you some game. These are motorbike socks. They come up to your knees and I like to wear them at night because this is paper thin. And I usually don't use it like a sleeping bag. I fully unzip it and use it as a blanket. That's how I like to sleep. I've got thermal pants just as backup in case. Get out of here, boy. You're not coming to my tent, mate. Yeah. Careful of the edge there, buddy. There's a full cliff. That is a cliff. Hey. None of those snacks are for you, my son. Alright, that'll do. Zip her up. Cheers. My pop used to love Guinness. Rest in peace to him. So this one's for Poppy. Up on Hadrian's wall. And of course, Cheers to Hadrian. You can see the cliff. You see what I mean? Straight up vertical cliff with the stone the whole way along that has fallen off the edge. And I believe I've seen it on the Google reviews, Google Maps, sorry. That white marker at the very end, there's a white marker somewhere along this wall to mark the highest point of the wall, and that could be it, which is really cool. This spot is like goated. It's a goated spot, so W to Sam for befriending that farmer. W. All right, we're gonna cook and eat, man. Wow, last few moments of sunlight. Look at that. We got a beautiful little sunset going down. Sam cooked us burgers. Mushrooms. Oh no. Well, there was a mushroom. Onions, tomatoes, lettuce. It's pretty good, man. It's like a big smash burger. It's very messy, so excuse the mess. Mmm. I'm gonna enjoy my meal in peace. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, which hopefully will be a very interesting one. A military base. Can't say much more. Remember to press the like button. It's free and it helps me. And thank you as well to eSIMatic, eSIM company. Code HECTIC, all capitals, 5% off your eSIM. Want to say goodbye, Samuel?
Ciao, bella ciao.
Ciao, bella ciao. Beautiful spot. If anything crazy happens, I will update you. If not,
thanks to eSIMatic.
Next video.
Keeping us connected.
W eSIMatic. Look at the sunset. It's very little, but it is just, it highlights how lucky we are. We are so lucky. We've been very lucky with the weather. So thank you to the weather gods. See you guys. What a crazy morning view.